Churches in central North Carolina hold indoor services for the first time since a federal court temporarily lifted restrictions under the governor's executive order. CBS 17's BRIDGET Chapman is getting answers on why some church leaders call this an important ruling and why some were planning on holding in-person services today regardless.
Governor Roy Cooper's office says they disagree with the judge's decision but will not appeal. Instead, they're asking houses of worship to follow all public health guidelines. I spoke with one pastor who said they did just that today. Doors open to worshipers for the first time in months at New Life Baptist Church in Smithfield. Pastor Steve Grice says about 25 people came for Sunday's indoor services.
They all spread out. They had plenty of room. The family sat together, but the other people were skipping pews.
He says they made sure everyone socially distanced. The church also provided hand sanitizer and masks.
We're not being stupid. We're not being careless. We're not being reckless, but we're not going to live in fear.
He's been planning to hold indoor services since Johnston County Sheriff was one of several to say he wouldn't enforce the governor's order against them. Then Saturday, a judge ruled to temporarily allow them as a lawsuit filed by religious leaders moves through the court process. It argues the state order violates their constitutional rights.
You know, it's not fair. Treat us like everybody else. I mean, if you're going to let the retail stores open and be limited in capacity, we could safely do that too.
Some churches like Fellowship Raleigh are still holding off on indoor services.
We're concerned about what the governor's saying, but we're just as concerned about the coronavirus.
Pastor Grice says along with concerns about the state's order regarding religious freedom and government overreach, his job is done more effectively in person.
If we're inside and I can look at you face to face and I can look in your eyes, I can see if there's something going on. I can tell if you're happy, if you're sad, if you're depressed, if you're, we just have that.
The full court case for the lawsuit will be heard at the end of the month. Reporting in Raleigh, BRIDGET Chapman, CBS 17 News.
Digging deeper, Governor Cooper defended his order earlier this week, saying it's intended to keep people safe.
People are gathered together indoors and are closer to each other for more than 10 minutes. The virus has a significant chance to spread from one person to the next, and we've seen tragic consequences when that's the case.
Governor Cooper says he will not appeal the court's decision. However, the full case will be heard in the next 2 weeks.